Hello? Hello? Alright. Okay. Everything looks set up and correct. Okay. Alright, I got everything set up. I guess we can get started now. Let me just check a couple more things. Okay. And okay. This is where we start, right? Alright, so everything's good, audio's good, my voice is good. Alright. Let's finish this collision system. And I think I have a solution that I thought about. Which is gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna write this out in my journal. But we need to get this collision donezo. So basically, here's my mindset on what's happening here. So if you remember, this was a grid-based map. And basically, if our player, we had a problem, which is we would, whatever our player would be, so our player would be this dude. Whatever player chunk he was in, we would only check the one in front of us. So if he were to go above this, we would be checking that one, and then we would be able to walk through this one if it wasn't solid. So my idea here is we grab the cell just like we grab the cell to the top of our square, and then a cell at the bottom of our square, and we check collision with both of those. So if we were here, so what happens here is I'll break it down. So if this is our player, and say this is at this Y is 64, and this is 128. Alright, we will grab the cell. This fits evenly. Well, since our thing will be 48, 48, this will fit evenly into a square. We don't have to worry about it. But we will check whatever cell is in between this bounds and whatever cell is in between that bounds. So when we do that, so we could think about if we have these little arrows right here that point to the cell we need to go to. So if we were in this situation, the top and the bottom will point to this cell in front of us, which is like our direction. And then when we try to go through it, we will point just there. But if we go above, we will compare, and then we know we need to check this cell and this cell. And then same if we go right here. And then we just do that for every direction, where for the other X we just check behind it, and then for the Y's we check the X-axis. So that is my solution to the collision problem we were having yesterday, by me over complicating it. So I'm just gonna write this down in my journal real quick so I can plan it out correctly, and we will get to actually programming it. And I forgot my work timer. Start. So basically we need let me just write this down. I'll just write it down in Trello. So for collision, there you go. So those are the steps. So the idea behind it is also yesterday we implemented a flag. So this will be a wall, and this will not be a wall. So the rule will be we check up here, and we have to check which cells are collidable. Whatever cell is collidable, then we compare that. So we check if this, and I'm like, okay, well that's not collidable, so we don't check it. We don't check it. We don't run the actual collision system on it. And then we go down here, and then we see that it is collidable, so then we will check that collision system. So that's how it will work. So I guess this one, because this works. We know this works. Let me run my solution, see where we're at. I can't move. Okay, I want to make a better tile texture. This is actually kind of making me angry. Let's just make it a square. There you go. Then we'll like paint it. That's fine. Now that's what that looks like. Cause I'm sick of that tile. There you go. Those tiles look decent. Yeah. Those look good. Even though it's not consistent at all, but whatever. Who cares? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go get ice and a snack real quick, and then we will be back and we will tackle this. So give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. Okay. Let's get this basic movement back in place. And plus. Recompile that whole file. So now the first step of our algorithm is calculate the top and the bottom. So float ty and by. Ty is equal to pause at y. These are gonna be ins actually. Int ty is equal to round down that, and then our bottom y is equal to ceiling of our y plus change this to p underscore. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that because it's not. Okay. Plus size. And then y1, y2. Oh crap. Ty, dy. So top y is 128, that is correct, and then our bottom y is 176. And then, you know, adjust. So what we need to do now in here. So we just need to automatically adjust. So to calculate which cell we need, we should, to calculate the top cell we need to take the top of the thing and minus the modulus and I have to go grab something real quick, so I'll be right back one more time. Alright, we are back again. That's the last time I should go. I just had to get some food because I'm hungry. And I don't want that to affect me. Okay. Ooh, crap. Maybe I shouldn't do this over my desk. Ugh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I am the perfect chef. Oh no. Alright, there we go. Okay, now mix. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it is storming. Not very loud, or not very violently, but it is. I always like the rain. I always like the rain. Programming in the rain. Nothing beats that. Oh, that's nice. But I wish it was raining a little harder. Oh, it's really hot. See, right now, I can't really. I would really like eating things when they're really hot, you know? But the problem is that I went to the store the other day. I went to the store the other day, and I got me some Hot Pockets. Because they were buy one, get one, right? But the problem is that I heat them up. I ate like 24 last night, and I ate them right when they were out. And then on the package, it's like, don't do that. It's too hot. But I love hot, like when it's steaming hot. And oh Jesus Christ! Well, maybe it is raining hard enough for me. But I ate the Hot Pockets, and now the top of my mouth is completely burnt. So this mac and cheese, I would eat it. Mac and cheese, by the way. This mac and cheese, I would eat it super hot, but I can't. Because now the top of my mouth is burnt, so it hurts really bad. And when I had braces, and oh god, and when I had braces, the day before I got them off, I ate Domino's pizza, right? And I ate it super hot, of course, right? Because I love it super hot. And I burnt the top of my mouth. I always do that when I eat that kind of pizza. And the problem is when they were taking my braces off, they had to put on these like retainer thingies, like on the back of my teeth. And they used that like this super hot UV light thingy, right? They used this super hot UV light thingy. And that destroyed. Alright, listen. That was nearly the death of me. Because, dude, when that like heat would hit the top of my mouth, it was the most unbearable pain I've ever had. Well, that was an exaggeration, but it was really, really bad. So, you know. So yeah, that's how I learned my lesson to never do that. So heed my warning and learn from my mistakes. Alright, I just need to figure out this last calculation because what's happening? Now, here, watch out, brace your ears for another lightning strike. weather crazy. That lightning was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So what's happening here is I want this. This needs to go to its nearest point. You know, that's what they both need to do, and I'm not doing that. I just need to copy this. Oh wait, no, I don't. I just need to. Stealing. Oh wait. I think I just need to do this. I think I just need to do that. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now that's how you get your 2 cells at any point. Because right now, it's only checking this one because that's the only cell it needs to check. And then once we go and we collide with these 2 cells, it'll check this one and then this one because the Y values are right. There you go. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Now we have that. We can... Now we have to worry about grabbing the cell. So, I want to make sure if they equal each other. I don't want to run this calculation twice. Because we only need 1 cell. So, we just have to grab the one in front of it, and I do... Oh, it's called a block. Maybe I should make that consistent. Okay, I'm gonna make that consistent because I keep calling it cell and block and I'm gonna confuse myself. U can be turned into C underscore. And then Y equals X. There you go. And then I guess if I'm just gonna check this, if of our pause and size whole block pause and block size. Print collision. Alright, let's see what happens. So basically what should happen here is if we only collide, if we're like this, if we're like this, we're only gonna check the one in front of us. But if we go to here, it shouldn't check anything. But we should only check this one. So we should see in our console that once we walk into this, that we collided with it. Yeah, see right there. Collision, collision, collision. Oh, I just broke it. But it's okay, it doesn't matter. Because what happened is it tried to search out of range. But that doesn't matter. But all that matters is that this managed to actually work. So now, what's gonna happen here is if we collide, if there's no collision, then we will allow for this to take place. And that's basically the rule. And hopefully this works, but this will only work for a very specific thing. Yeah, see, now we're, oh, okay, so I need to figure out why this is crashing. What am I accessing? So that's annoying. Has to be here. Oh, that's why we're crashing. Because this has never been adjusted. Because what's happening is... Okay, what's happening is, like, we're just taking the regular position. And remember, this can be whatever it wants to be. It doesn't, like, go to the rules of the 64 by 64, right? This can be anywhere in between. Like, if we have a range of 64 to 64, our X can be anywhere between this range. But in our cell world, we can only be like this. You can only be between 0 or however far your range is. So what's happening is my calculations, I'm taking the modulus of wherever we're at. So when I do that, and say I'm at, like, I don't know, 37, that's my X in this thing, so that's probably like right here. We take the modulus of that by 64, we're getting like 5 or like 11 or something, I don't know. Wait, what's 64? Like, I don't care, it's not that important. But we're getting like 13, and what's happening is we're just using 13 and then jumping to some random point with 13, and our map's not even 13 tiles long. That's why that's happening. So I need to calculate the X position of our cell for us to not have that error happen. I'm a genius, basically, is what I'm saying. And to calculate that, I need to take our position and modulus 6 block size from it. And then this will be block X, I guess, or goal cell X. And modulus of that gets the remainder, whatever. So I need to stop doing this. So I don't want that to happen anymore. So I need to debug this. And my way of debugging is by printing out everything. Okay. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we need to add, this needs to be added by our current position. And obviously in that. And that should give us the right cell, hopefully. I don't think so. I think I did the math wrong. I suck with modulus math. 128. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I'm now allowing actually myself to move because I was in here. There you go. So 064, we're at 128 right now. Yeah, no, that's not right. So it needs to be. Dude, I do this so much. We need to. Okay. So if we're right here, and we're at 32 per se, we need to go. I want to go 1 forward. So we need to take whatever our position is and add the remainder of our modulus to our position. So we're taking the modulus and then we need to add it. So that should... Oh my gosh. Dude, my brain is like not cooperating with me right now. First of all, let's just print out the modulus so I can, do the mental math in my head. We just need to calculate to get the X in front of it. Shouldn't be that hard, but I keep messing up. Okay, so this is the modulus, 9. Okay. Over right here, this is 6. Oh. We need to do this. Take this and minus 64, or a block size from it. Because what it's doing is it's giving, that function is giving the distance between here. And Right between here. Oh my god, this trolling needs to be cleared up. Basically, if our dude was right here, it's giving the distance between this distance. Right? But we want this distance so we can go here, so it's the opposite. So that should give us the right thing. Hopefully. Yeah, it is. Okay. So now our goal cell is equal to this. And then we can print this back out, and then we can delete this line. And of course add that. And then that should be right. Forgot one last thing. There you go. There you go. Now, that is right. There you go. 0, 64, 128, and 192. And then we go to 125. There you go. So that is how you do it. And then now, when we check, now we shouldn't break because this one. We need to do there you go. Now we should not get an error. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, well, it didn't work. Oh, because I never deleted oh wait, no I did, so remove that. We're grabbing the right goal cell. I think it's because here's what I'll do. So I'll add a buffer. So I will because what's happening is I think is we're hitting the boundary not that. We're hitting the boundary, right? We're hitting the boundary and then we're immediately jumping to look at the next cell immediately, so it's not detecting it. So I need to actually include this boundary. So I could change this by just putting this equals, I'm pretty sure. And then that should either fix it or it will be or I would just manually program in a buffer. Okay, yeah, so I gotta manually program. Wait. Here. You're not real right now. 0, 0, 64, 128. We're checking this one. Okay. The goal cell X is right, so okay, that's happening, right? Because as soon as I go up here, it won't let me move forward. Yeah, see? Okay, so boom. Okay. Okay, why? Okay. Jesus, bro. I thought I had this, and now it's giving me more issue. Jesus. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost done. I don't know why this is being so difficult, but it'll be okay. Gold block, pause, dot y. Zero, zero. Oh, so you're not even grabbing the right block. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. Now I want to grab the right block. Oh. Because I'm doing... Oh my god. No, I did the wrong math equation. My math's wrong. I need divide. Divide. There you go. Now, if I run in, it should work. Now, if I run in, it should work. If I run straight into this wall, I should not move. Yes. Oh my god. Oh. Thank god. Now I can't. What am I checking? Oh, I'm checking that. Oh, there we go. But it's not doing any of the flags. Okay, thank god. Okay, we're good now. And now we gotta check if gold block dot flags and 0b1 equals 0b0, then we do this. Or then we do that. Else, no, not there. Okay, wait. Okay. So this, and then we check the flag to see if it's walkable, and then if it comes out here, what I can just do is if it comes out like that, we do this. Or yeah, okay, so if it comes out at walkable, or this doesn't happen. Yeah, that's all I need to copy, right? Or this doesn't happen, then we can walk. There you go. So basically what I'm saying, oh my god. Basically what I'm saying here, because what I have set up is there's a flag system, and basically each cell has their own like little flag they have. So like they'll have a binary number and a flag. The first one is to check if it's walkable. If it's 1, then it's walkable, and if it's 0, it's not. So what I do is I do an AND operator, and I see what the result is. So if this block is 0, it'll come out to 0, and then if it's 0, we have to run the collision check. So if we run this flag check and it comes out as 1, which says it's walkable, then we can move. But if it doesn't come out as that, then we got to do the collision check. But if the collision check, passes, then we're good to go, and then we can walk. Because these little squares, right here, once this thing compiles, there you go. So these little like squares are tiles. I know they don't look like it, but yeah, and these walls you can't run into. So what was happening was, oh my god. Oh wait, yeah, because so what was happening was it was not checking this flag, so it would always think this was blocked. And by the way, why I can't move when I'm right here is because I'm not checking the top one yet. I got to do that case. But yeah, so then when you want to run into walls, you can't move. So but you can obviously move that way because I haven't done that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do last night, but it took me forever. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to do that last night. What time are we at right now? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I cooked something. I took a little break. There we go. Now I just need to add the top check, and once I add the top check, we're good to go. So basically the top check is now we have 2 blocks. So I would just put that into array, which is equal to this. So the first one will be the upper one, and the bottom one will be the lower one. So 0 upper and 1 lower. I mean, I guess I could just... no, I don't want to do that. Whatever. Should I just give them their own variable name and not put it into an array like this? I don't know. I think this looks cool. Whatever, who cares? 0 is upper, and 1 is lower. And basically, we need the same x's, but instead of using 0 is upper, so this needs to be the bottom one. And then, now that we have those two blocks, we just need to check so how will we do this check? So we need to check both of them anyways, so they need to pass out. So let's have this. So basically so what I'm gonna say is if walkable or does not collide. And so this is block 1. If B1 walkable and B1 doesn't, or B1 you didn't collide with, and B2 is walkable, or B2 does not collide, then you can move, or you can move. So if this is walkable, this will check out. So if we're in, if we are looking at, the reason why I did this if statement like that, or I'm going to, is because if we look up right here, this top one could be non-walkable. So if we go down here we go. So this top one, it could be walkable, which it is. So that comes out as 1, and then we jump over to here, and then we gotta check if the bottom one's not. So then we check if we don't collide, and since we're not colliding, we can move. And then, you know, if they're both clear, we can just go immediately. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So if check B check. Just name it blocks. I just wanted like if blocks at 0 dot flags and 0v1 equals 0v1, or blocks at 0 dot position, and then let's just run this collision check. Yeah. And then instead of saying that, we say blocks at 0 dot pause. And do the same thing, and then just do the exact same thing, except replace this with 1 for the bottom block. And then if that all passes, then we can move. Makes sense, right? That makes sense. Looks pretty oh my god, it broke. That's crazy. Okay, so it's working like that. It's not working up here. So that's odd that it works like that. But not right here. So that means I'm checking the wrong block. So I'm checking. Let me get rid of all my prints. Oh wait, here. No, I need to keep these. I need to keep Y1 and Y2 because this is important. Because I'm thinking I'm getting the Y2 and Y1 wrong. Okay. So Y1 and Y2, this is 128 and this is 64. So the block should be this one and this one. So what I'm gonna do is see out blocks at 0 dot pause dot x blocks at 0 dot pause dot y What's your problem? Okay, now let's see what's happening. Okay. The hell? Oh yeah. So we have they're the same thing, 64, 064, and 128. So we're walking here. So it has to be something wrong with my if statement then. And then here. Yeah, so it has to be something wrong with my if statement then. Because I assume... Well, okay, so... Because I don't know, like, if I remove... Because it's checking, if I remove that... Oh my god, what? If I remove that, and then I go in the middle... I'm not gonna be able to walk. Yeah. So, what's the problem here? It's obviously my if statement then. So this flat, these are right. So here. So if we collide with block 1, then let's move. So basically what I'm saying here is if the top one's walkable, what's your problem, dude? If the top one's walkable, or we don't collide with it. Okay, good. And that clears that. And then we need to check the bottom one too. So then check this. Do the same exact thing here. But instead of saying 1, instead of saying 0, we say 1. And then if that passes, we can walk. Because I'm grabbing the right cells. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. We can't walk. There you go. We did it. Thank God, bro. Okay, so that's one side, and that's basically the left side too. I can just copy it. There you go. And last night I had nothing done, and it took me an hour and 30 minutes. I didn't even get that far because I was so tired. There we go. And then obviously we need to add the backwards check, and then we need to check up and down. Okay. What was that sound? That scared me. Now we need to do the same exact thing with this one. But, oh, what did I just do? But, instead of checking to the right, we check to the left. That's simple. Now just check to the right instead of the left. Okay, so I'm gonna need to. I don't like having this everywhere. That looks ugly and confusing. So, collision. Oh my god, collision. Check. Collision. Check X. And then we play int die. Paste that all in there. We can delete this. Do this. And oh well. Gotta take the same arguments as this. Yeah. Now we need to differentiate the directions. So the only thing that really changes would be these X and Y's that we need to change that check. Everything else is fine. So right now I'm gonna replace all this. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna delete all that and just replace it with collision. Check X for direction 0. Pause M. Move speed. Delta time. There you go. Then that should still work. Yep. And then now for the direction, what we have to say is these need to get reassigned. So the top and the Y and the B, the TY and the BY are fine. It's the X that we need to change. So goal X needs to be the opposite of this. So we need to. This will give us how far we are. So this will give us the distance. I'm just gonna do, you know. So that line of code what it does is it gives us the distance between right, and we need the distance between that, and then set it back by one whole square. You know what I'm saying? So we need to go. So this needs to be this. So that gives us that distance between here, and then we just you know what? Change it around. Do that instead. Right? And then add our position. And that should go through. Why are you giving me a hassle? Oh. Okay, and then that should be our new goal. So, oh, wait. Oopsie. Oopsie. I should have put this in a switch statement first. What I used to have, it was that, right? Please tell me I did not just screw everything up. Ugh. Nope, okay. So, here we go. Int goal cell is going to be declared up here. And then, when you enter your direction, switch die, and you're on case 0, which is for left, or for right. Oh wait, no. I think 1 should be for right. So this will be for left. then this will be right. So let's change this to 1. And then for case 1, we do this. And then for case, when we want to look left, we change that, and then instead of doing that, we will minus by block size. And then delete that. And then now, theoretically, if we just go down here and say that, oh wait, and then we have to take, we have to do float called goal position, goal X, or goal position, or player goal X. And then we have to set this obviously different now. Player goal, oh no, not that. And then, you know, if we go left, we have to say the opposite. Yeah. And then what we do is we say position is equal to player goal X. Now, let's check. Okay. And then now, if we just say collision, check X for direction 0, pause M, move speed, double time. Oops. Okay, you are not moving in the right direction. What's your deal? Why are you not working? Oh, that's why. There you go. I forgot I had 2 conditions. Now you should work. Hopefully. Yes, doesn't collide. Yes. Oh my god, I'm a genius. That was so easy to implement. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Oh yeah, now I just gotta do the y-axis and then I'm done with collision. Jesus. Look at that, it's so nice. Oh. Feels so good. Oops. Alright. And then if I go out of bounds, it should break it. Yeah, alright, good. Alright, that's collision X done. Now let's do boy collision check. Here, actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to program it in here first. And then we can just simplify this. This doesn't need to be that no more. We'll just say that. I knew my flags would be useful and I didn't over-engineer that last night. I knew it. I knew that whole time. Okay. So now, let's do it here. So same gist, but instead of flipping the X values, or the checking like the X values, oh Jesus, we check the Y values. Oh well, no, instead of checking the Y values for which cell we're colliding with, we check the X. So what's gonna happen here is with our original cell, we were checking forward, right? So if we were to ever go like out of bounds of this, like we checked like what we did was we checked the top right here and the top right here. So if we ever went out of it, we know we need to check this cell and this cell because we're going like that, right? But now we need to check. The easy solution is to grab this. If we're moving down, I'm gonna go with downward collision first, or I'll do upward collision. That sounds more fun. And now, with upward collision, when we go up, it's easy to check. Hey, did we just collide with the tile above us? But now, if we ever go like that, we need to have those arrows. We need to have those arrows up top to check if we need to check both cells to see the rules, you know? And then, you know how that works. So it's basically the same thing, and then when we do the other direction, it's easy to switch it, as you saw how I just did. So, let's get that done. And I don't want to do the downward movement first, I want to do the upward movement first. And I want to get this done in like 15 minutes. I think that's a good time. So, first of all, we're gonna need, taking lessons from what happened here, is we're gonna need first of all, a flow called player goal Y, which is equal to, you know, this. And for now, it's just gonna be downward. There we go. Then we need to check the X's. So int, left LX, and then right X. And that's easy to get. So LX is equal to our position dot X dot. And then we want to round down, so there you go. And then our right X is equal to ceiling, our pos.x, plus our size. Now, if I were to print those two things out, oops. You should get a nice value. Alright, so 128, 177, blah blah blah. Oops. Well, I never implemented the movement. Push that down a couple lines so it looks nice and pretty. So here you go. Oh, no, we don't care about those values. We just care about this. So boom, go left, boom. There you go. So those are right. Now we need to calculate the cell that we're actually looking at, which for the X value, oh, this is pulling down my headphones. It's kind of annoying me. All right. So for the X value, that will be, we need to check, we need to get this distance. Yeah, and then we need to get that too. Yeah, so they're gonna be the same thing. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, I'll keep the streams up. So, what we need to do, well, what do I do here? And then we do that. And then instead of saying that, we say L, X, L, and then R, X. L, X, R, X. And then let's see what happens. Go, and then if we go right here, there you go. So that's 0, 64, and this is 120. So it's checking the right cells. We go right here, checking the right cells. Good. Now we need to actually check if LX equals RX. Let's do this. Then we need to, if it does that, we're gonna say block called cell is equal to, or block called block is equal to map get block at our position, and then whatever our L of X is divided by 65 block size, and whatever our Y is. Let's see what I do here. Is equal to, and we want to look up one. So if we look back, so if we want to look up, we need to take this distance and then subtract by another whole cell. So that would be block cell, or block size, minus our position Y modulus block size. And then we can just pass in goal block Y divided by being a block size. And that's just for now. Block now run it. That's what happens. Beautiful. Why is that 0? Why is this one 0 though? print LX. Now let's see what's happening. Oh, my math's wrong. Ow. What's wrong with my math? Try now. Not what we want. Because I never... Oh, that's why, because I never actually did that. There you go. That should work. Almost there. Okay, what's happening here? First of all, we just need to get this distance. So let's just do this. Okay. So we need to take our pause.y, minus it by that, and that'll give us the current block we're in, and then we need to subtract by a whole block size to go back up one. See, okay. There you go, and then now we just need to subtract by one whole block size, and then we're good to go. Now minus by a whole block size, and then you have your right position. Because we want to look one up. Okay? So we want to look one up. There we go. 0, 64, and then 0. Good. And then boop, 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 boop. Yes, exactly what we want. And then now we can go here and actually say this. And now I can just run the collision check now. So if block.flags and 0b or 0b1 equals 0b1, or we do not collision AABB with our pause, player size, or size, and dereference that, and then block.pause and block size. That does not happen, then we are allowed to say this. Yes. Oops, shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, why'd you break? Okay. Zero 64 128. This is what happens when I do that. Don't break anything. Alright. Alright, crash. Okay, that's interesting, but whatever, we'll get it fixed, it doesn't matter. I just need to see what's happening. And then, obviously, we can steal from this example, where we grab this. And then instead of saying that, so 0 is left and 1 is right. Let's allow myself to move no matter what happens. And so we can see if this works. Okay. There we go. 64, 0, 64. 120, so it's looking at these two, which is what we want. And then 64 and then 0, 64, 120, then it's looking at these two. Good. Now we want to check basically this. So run this check. Let's see what happens. Good, good, good. I think I'm gonna add if I add that back in, will we stop like clipping onto stuff? So why are we going through that though? That's my question. looks like we're clipping inward, but here we look like we clip inward, so why can I not run it? Whatever, I'll have to fix that later, I guess, but I need to figure out why this is not working. It's very odd. I wonder if I do that, will I stop being able to collide with it? No. What? So there's something wrong with my collision system. First of all, we're not colliding with objects that are in the middle of something unless they're on the outer bounds, which doesn't make sense. Okay, so we shove it ourselves into here. We're at 63.8. What is that? We're checking a negative number. And I'm stuck. What just happened? Okay, so whoa. No, that didn't work. So it's actually allowing me to go inward, and then it's checking a negative number. What? So it shouldn't be letting me go inward, you know? So maybe that's because I did that. So reverse that change. We're still going inward. Not be happening. What the? What's going on? Dude, I thought I was gonna have this done, and now I'm getting this error because it won't even check that. What the? And then I get stuck. That doesn't make sense. So I go right here, I don't get stuck. But as I go in here, I'm going inward. And then we check negative. What the? Restart. Jesus, bro. Dude, why is this taking so long? is this so frustrating? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So. What the fuck? Bro. I don't understand. What is happening? Is it oh. I understand. Okay. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay. I get it. I get why that's happening. That's so annoying. Why is that happening? Whatever, I can fix it now. And I will explain what's happening in like 2 seconds. Why? That's so weird. It didn't happen with me when I was doing X. Whatever. Weird. It didn't happen. Whatever. Okay. So here's the problem. We're checking the next blocks too early, right? We're going right here. And then once we go into here, we're immediately starting to check this one, right? So we go right here. We're supposed to be checking that one, and then we immediately hop to that next one. So we go inward, and then we're already checking this next one, which that's not what we're supposed to do, right? We're not supposed to immediately hop to the next one, you know? So which is something happening in this math. And it's because of that. There you go, buddy. There you go. Good boy. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Jesus, what the? That was so stupid. Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually, actually serious? Dude. Oh my god, bro. That was so stupid. It was all because I had a minus instead of a plus, bro. That's No. That's not okay. That was annoying. That was really annoying. Well, at least it's fixed now. Player or goal player what? Ah, Jesus, dude. Now this should work. Now including it should be done so. I was wondering why that was happening. Let's see, why is it going negative? Why is it doing that? There you go. Okay, well I'm still getting kind of snagged. Getting snagged a little. It's only I'm getting snagged on the ends. I don't know why I'd be getting snagged on the ends, to be honest. Now, like when I go in between, that's when I get snagged. Like when I go up right here, I'm not snagged. But if I go in between right here, I'll get snagged. That doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so this is basically about to be the end of this collision system. I just need to fix the snagging. I have a feeling that I'm getting snagged. I don't understand what's the difference. So this snagging is a real fucking issue. And I know why. Again, I'm a fucking idiot. Now, instead of comparing that, we compare this instead, and then if it passes that check, then we'll actually do the movement. That's what I was doing wrong, because I was checking if our current position doesn't align, and then if it does align, then we're good. But so then we could actually move, but then we would move forward into the wall, and then we would get stuck. So what we need to do is check the future. If our future movement will collide, then we don't want to collide. We want to just sit backwards. And there you go. And then do that for our Y. Oh my god, I'm an idiot, dude. Why was I making a whole collision system like that? Now, there you go, and now we should be good. Yep. Oops. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Oh, it's so smooth, no snagging, but this is a problem real quick. Oops, shit. Now why is our future movement so adjusted for this one? You know? That shouldn't be happening. It's like overly adjusted. Because I put the wrong thing. Player, goal, X. Now we're good. Oh, dude, perfect. Beautiful. And now, thank God I'm done, dude. Oh my God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. And take all this. Shove it in there. Change some things around. And case of 0, break. Case of 1, break. So this will be up. This will be down. And if we're going up, so we're gonna need this. We're gonna need all these floats to play. Float, player, goal, underscore Y, and that's it for floats. And so we're gonna need L underscore X, r underscore x and goal block y. And then after we do that, player goal, if we're going upward, will equal that. So we can delete that statement. That's fine. These are okay. And then this goal block needs to change. So we're going up, we want to do that one. But if we're going down, this needs to be this calculation. And then when we, this needs to be added now. And then there you go. And then now I can just say collision check y, 0 for up, and then, you know, pause, m, move speed, delta time. And then for this one, same thing, let's say 1. There you go. Oh, that's so good. Yes, and then maybe I want to shrink this to 32, maybe. Dude, fuck yeah. Let's do 48. Collision system is done. Took an hour and 43 minutes, but dude, the end result, amazing. Dude, I know what my mistake was. I figured I like this size of dude, let's go, dude. Oh my god. Bro, oh, I'm so happy. That's so perfect and beautiful. I'm never touching that again. I don't want to touch it ever again. I don't want to touch it ever again. I'm done with the collision system. Dude, that's a victory. I'm so happy. Like, I'm actually happy. Like, that was hard. Well, it didn't seem to be that hard, but all of my collision system in my other games kind of sucked. And I just realized why, because of that snagging. Oh my god, dude. Thank god. Dude. Thank God. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more collision. Alright, let's test out a couple things. Let's make the map a 10 by 6. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's like have like that, and then boom. Oh, that collision system's so perfect, so my AI is gonna be so nice. Yes. Oh my god, dude. Let's see what happens when we increase the movement speed for the player. Let's do 75. Good. And then let's disable all this printing that's happening. Find STD outs. So this needs to go. Well, if I ever need to debug, I'm just gonna comment it out just in case I ever need to debug this. But when I make my debug macro, I don't want to actually have this being enabled all the time. There you go. We can close that. And we can close that. These are kind of the same thing. They're just different. No, they're different math and everything. They need to be in their own functions. Don't get over yourself, buddy. Alright, nothing's printing. We're good to go. Okay. Alright. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I forgot what it's like to look at a full screen of code. Alright, Here we go. Collision done. Okay. I guess we can work on the camera now. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Last mission for this stream. Last mission for this stream. It was 2. Get the camera working. Let's put on some happy music and let's get this done. Camera system. Basically, we just need to shift every block to the player. Every time we move, we need to readjust the camera. And since we're moved upwards, change the Y. That's what happens with that hacky solution. Oh, no. I'm gonna get that's probably gonna bug out. Oh, no. No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, so it's not what we wanted. I don't even know where we're at. So when we move right, we want the world to go, okay, that's right. And then, okay, so up, down. Alright, so that's alright. I just need to adjust how much we're freaking, like, going by. No. So here's how our camera works. We have an object here and we have our player. Then we're rendering everything. So say this is everything's at its base spot. So our player is somewhere random. And when we move right, so this is 0, 0. The camera is how much we shift off. Ooh, okay, how am I gonna figure out this camera? Okay. Simple example. Block. Player. 0, 32, whatever, 64. Okay. Our dude, right now, this is our original point, so nothing should happen. So I think what we should do is add the difference of our spawn, of when we spawned. So the spawn minus our, so we adjust basically off our spawn by our current position, right? Because that's technically our player 0, 0. So we just have to figure out the spawn point. And let's just, I guess, keep track of it here. Oh no, this is bad practice. Shut the Yeah. Oh, no, that's not right at all. Problem is our player's not staying at 0, 0. Okay, let's put that at 0 for now. The problem is we're shifting around our player as we're doing that. Right? So we don't spawn at 0, 0. We want to be at 0, 0. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always want to be in the center, you know what I'm saying? So, let me comment this out and replace it with this line of code.
1,
money. Then make everything translated to you. I actually need to plan this out because I'm not thinking about it, and now I'm just pausing this thing what else. Right? So I'm gonna write this down on my notebook. Alright, so camera. So our player's at the center, that's what we want, right? But now we need to translate everything to make sure that we actually get that. So... oh, it's because I'm still dividing it by 2. So it's like, that looks like half of what it should actually be. Ugh. I put my mouse on my notebook. Nope, didn't work. Okay, so now we're even farther. So maybe add the X and then minus the Y. I should have planned this out. I don't care. No, that just shifts everything. Okay, so now we need everything to be translated over here, you know what I'm saying? And it's not. So we're stuck in this cube, right? But we need it all to come over to where we're at. I don't think. Okay, so it's my math that's wrong. Here, I'm pretty sure. So what we need to happen is we're at 0, 0, and then everything from 0, 0 needs to translate based off its distance from the player. Right? Because if we have not that, dude. Oh. So we have our world. We have a block there. And then we have a player. We need this rendered at center. Right? So for us, right? Because we don't adjust by the factor. Well, maybe that's because we're doing the adjust factor still. So maybe try just removing that and see what happens. Oh no, that's what am I doing? Oh, okay. That might be why everything's messing up. Well, that's like the opposite of where we want it. Now it's in the bottom right. So we need this to be here. So we need the x to be minus. It is getting minus, and then we need the y to be minus also. Okay. Add that. No, that needs to be minus. Well, if I minus that, will it be in the same spot? I need that to be shifted to the left. Okay, so that doesn't go anywhere. Okay, now it's glitched out. Okay. Okay, so I just need to reset how I'm thinking about this camera. So I'm breaking everything. So for now, delete everything. We'll remember the offset stuff later. Okay, now see what happens. Okay, so that's 0, 0. And then remember that when we place everything, what did we just say this? So my problem is I have my my own custom. What I call it? Own custom renderer, so I just need to translate it to that. It's not the same. And then add the Y. So we need, this all needs to be translated, because right now I'm in the corner, so I'm supposed to be right here, so this needs to be popped down by just a tad, or like by half of it, so maybe, actually like set it into place. Okay, so if I go on the bottom right, now like everything's shot. What the fuck? Alright, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Because now I can't even move anywhere. And everything just slowed down. I just need to do a hard reset and then plan this out better. Okay. We're gonna remove everything I talked about here. And then restart. Because I need to actually plan this out. So I jumped into it thinking it's gonna be easy. Alright, so you render. We have this. So we have our player position, which is at 64. So what happens when we render at our position for the player? If I can do that, I don't think. Okay. So my entire render is fucked up right now. So we don't really need to care about the position for whatever, right? So we're right here, 0, 0. And now this is inverted because the way I load up the map, it's actually supposed to be downward, right? So let me fix that. And then remember what's the adjust factor? The adjust factor is adjusting for the window, which would put it in the corner at 0, 0, which puts the stuff into the corner. Okay. Now, our player is at 0, 64, 128. He's at 128, so he needs to be here. So when we render our blocks, so we'll get, let's see, camera X offset is equal to X, and then okay. So now when we go to our block, we need to translate to the right by our spawn position. Right? That will translate us over to where we need to go. That did the opposite, so we need to minus it. Because, oh yeah, because we're pushing away everything from us. We need to push everything inward to us, right? So that needs to be negative. There you go. And then now, our y is 0, 64, 128. And then now we need to go upward by our offset. There you go. And then now I can't move because I'm never resetting this. So if I just go now, this will work. If I go down to here, say this. And then go down to here. And then do that here. And now I should be able to move around. There you go, but there's a little screwy thing happening here. So it's not exact. And what is that number? So why is it just a tad bit off? So this is 0, 0 for the world, right? Technically, for our map, this is 0, 0 for it. Enable this again. I knew I would need this again. So there's blocks. The blocks we're accessing should remain the same. Yeah, right? But we're not rendering correctly. So, because we're supposed to be at 0, 0. Then we shift everything based off our player. So we're supposed to be here, right? Okay, so in the game we're supposed to look like this, right? But in reality, what happens is we got put into this block, and then we have to shift everything else according to this, right? Okay. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay. One sec. I'm gonna get my laptop because I've done this before, and let me see how I did in my other thing. I don't know why it's not. Minusing doing that. So what I do in this, in this, Okay, well, I might as well just go. Give me 1 second, it's gotta load it. And then we can see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I don't care. Now, show me what I was doing. Oh yeah, this was when I was doing that massive refactor. And I never finished that. Oh, I understand. Okay. Because I'm rendering off based off the corner, and OpenGL renders off the origin, and I'm rendering off the, oh, well, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I understand what happened. So I need to do the origin. I need to do the origin, not the corner. So I'm doing the corner piece. It's still broken. What's your problem, dude? I'm translating it. So why is it... Oh, well, it's smushing everything together, right? Okay, that's not what I want. Okay, so you see. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, something is not going according to plan. That's what I figured. Okay, I figured out the problem. Let's do it back to 10 by 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the player right there. There you go, it works now. So it's cause my it's because it was my camera was broken because oh my god, I can't speak. But I'm getting stuck. It's because it was minusing. So what I need to do is adjust to the corner piece. And the corner piece for the size of my player, which was 48, is like 64 minus 48 is 16. So I'm 16 blocks technically off. So when I go down here and actually set this, I need to add 16 to it. I think, right? It's only translating so much by the 48, not the actual thingy thing. I think I needed a minus it, at least for the x's. Nope. Okay. I have square, 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 square. This is so hard because I wrote I like did it custom, so now, and it's not the same size, but I don't want. I'm here, right? So the player, the camera should be considered as a block, right? So the camera should fill up a 64 by 64 spot. And then we need to adjust to the fact that our player isn't 64 by 64. So this is 64 by 64, but this is 48 by 48. So we need to adjust to the fact that we aren't actually going to be able to, you know. So how do we... So the solution is this minus 64. No, it's not, but I'm just going to send it anyways to see what happens. Because when you consider it as its own block, but this is not going to be how you solve it, but I'm going to try. Okay, so, yeah, see, because it doesn't fit, so it won't go all the way. Okay. This is making me upset. Because we're rendering based off this right here, and we're shifting everything based off this origin, which is why we can't go in there, but we can go past that by however much that is. But if I set it to back to 64, it'll be fine. The camera's fine. The problem is I snag on these, right? And I want my player to be 48 anyways. So what is it doing differently? Yes, and also, I finished the collision system, and it's really nice, so let me show you. It's gonna look wonky because the camera's broken right now. I'm trying to make it work, but look how smooth that is. Technically, this would be good. Okay, so in reality, it would be like right up against the wall, but collision. So yeah, once I fix it. How much is that? That has to be 16 pixels. Minus 16, add 16. Minus 16, add 16. Minus 16, add 16. So for the Y, add 16. Or for the Y. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix this. Okay. Maybe I need to do the opposite. So then you shift it outward. Yeah. Nope. What is this? Okay. So now it's the issue of here. So frustrating. Okay. So our camera wait a minute. So right here is technically, right now, how I'm rendering it. This is 64v64. Right? That is 64v64. Or wherever I'm placed. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Like, I want it so, like, when you go up against the, like, when you go to the edge of the map, it won't go off to the edge of the map, and, like, your player will go a little bit ahead or whatever, and just nice and smooth transitions, but for now, I just need to get the basics working. Because I'm having some difficulties. And it's just the way everything's set up. Be 25. That needs to be adjusted. That is 25v25. Not this. This is not 25v25. So I need to adjust everything by half the block. Yes. 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 So this needs to go to the right. Size divided by 2, and this needs to go wherever it needs to go. Now, if I run it, nope, wait, I'm so close, dude. What's the problem now? I just made it all worse. Okay, I am rendering at technically 25:25. Alright, let me shrink this so I can focus harder. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna render myself at 64, 64. That is not 64. 64, 64. Yes, that is where I need to be. Close. That is close. I feel like that's where we just were at. This is 64 v 64, right? No. Alright, let me try something. Am I still adjusting this? No, I'm not. $64, $64, right? So this is 64 v 64. Right? But I need the player origin. Like, okay, because I'm thinking about the corners, right? Because if this is 64, if I'm gonna be placed right there, right? If I'm okay, so load this back up. I'm here, 64, 64. That's where I'll be placed. But the problem is that's my origin point. So I need to render, because 64 v 64 is my corner, theoretically. So I need to do this plus size divided by 2. Oh, well, I need to actually render by the camera offset. I'm pretty sure, whatever. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is gonna determine whenever I do it right. Basically, my corner needs to be right at that point. It's not. So minus that and minus that. Maybe that will help it. So I need to shift to the left and shift up. Almost, and then breaks it. Okay. I'm on the right track. Okay. Let me restart. I'm so close to figuring out. I remember why everything's breaking. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay. 64, right? However, my actual X is the corner. So what I'm thinking, so this is what's happening. Here's what's happening. This is our world. Okay. It's this, and then we have like our inner square, and then we have like the little section in between, right? So our players spawn is 64 v 64 right now, and the way I do collision and I do all my checks is this is considered 64. However, OpenGL renders by origin point, and I'm telling that the camera is this, but it's not. The camera is actually half our size and down. So our camera is X is plus size, and then our Y is minus size, and then that is the camera. So the camera is equal oh my god, global camera X offset. So, oh my god. Our X should be plus size divided by 2 minus size divided by 2. Okay, well, no, it didn't work, dude. Okay. I think this is perfectly lined up, right? Okay, so now, what is going on? One second, let me change this, and let's just figure it out by like this. Dude, I'm so off. Okay, it is completely in the opposite position. Dude, it is completely off. That's not even close. Okay, delete this. I don't care whatever that is. let's remove. Now what should happen is this should render correctly, which the top, with this top left corner being 0, 0. Good. Oh, but we need to translate all our blocks by half their size. Because we didn't do that. Which should put that corner piece right there. Good. Which this is now considered 0, 0. Then we need to put our corner piece there. So add that offset again. Go into our player, say that that's the case. Let's see what happens. It might be off. It's probably gonna be off, right? Okay, so the Y is right. Oh, that should work. And then the X is wrong. So this needs to be add. No, that didn't work. Okay. Okay. So, again, this is 0, 0. This is what we want. Oh, wait, what? That is 0, 0. Well, I'm translating by the offset again. Comment this out again. Dude, I'm so close. I can just taste it. So when we divide it by half and half, we translate it to where we want to go, right? Render by the corner. Now we need to render this part by its corner. So what I'm gonna do is screw doing the camera right now. We're gonna just say this. And pause.y, comma. However, we need to add size divided by 2 and add size divided by 2. This one. This needs to be minus. Oh, this needs to be flipped negative. There we go. So now that's 0, 0, right? For our piece, so now it's perfectly lined up in the corner. And now, so basically, now whatever we just did right here, we need to apply that to everything. So our camera offset is equal to this. Right, that's what it's equal to. Delete this part. Then set that to X. Set that to Y. Yes? I feel like what's happening? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, add this again. Dude, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't know what's happening. I need to rethink this. Okay, so the problem is here's what's happening. So I base the physics because I'm used to like SFML and then this Java game I made and stuff where you render off the corner, right? So my physics are based off this corner right here. So when I was just coding the game, I never calculated for the fact that this, like right here, is technically what our corner is. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. So I did invent it, but the problem is with OpenGL, it renders off origin. So when I'm passing this coordinate system in, and I'm basing it off the corner, right, for my collision, because my collision is, I'll just show you it. This is my collision. It's very easy. What's happening is, I'll just put it back up. But it's just AABB collision system. What's happening is OpenGL renders off the origin, right? So when I'm calling it to render, it's shifting it by this. It's thinking that this is the origin. So then it like screws up all the collision because the collision is based off the corner, not the origin. So then it's screwing up. And then here's my collision, my actual collision code that I made. And basically what happens is, here, I'm just gonna reset everything. So I'm gonna have to restart. Basically what happens is when I'll show you, when I fix everything. Because I'm gonna have to restart this. I'll give you a nice in-depth way of how it works. Cause I did it earlier on stream. But that should fix everything. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so the way it worked, let me expand the map. 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if I have the player right here, and then we'll have like a wall right here, and a wall right here, and then a wall right here, and then... Alright, that's our new map. Okay, so this is how it works. Basically, as we go to the right, what it does is, so here's a tricky part that happened last night, is, here, I need to add just a block out in the open. Okay, so here's what's happening, is last night, what would happen is, we would run into this and it would work, right? And you would just stop, because what it does is, okay, this can close, I don't care about that. what happens is we have to check which direction we're going, and we're going to check to the right, which is this. So what it does is it looks to the cell right in front of it, right? So as we move to the right, it's checking this cell, the cell that's in front of it. Because right now our player is within this cell. And then it looks one cell forward in front of our player to see what it is. And then that's this. Or that's this, I meant. Then it grabs that cell's information. And then what we do is we run my flag. I don't know if you were there when I made the flags, but we run a flag check to make sure to see if it's walkable or not. If it's not walkable, then we have to run the collision checker to see if we collide with it. Because if it's not walkable, then we have to watch out to see if we collide for it. So then we check the collision, which is the AABB thing. And then if we collide, we don't move. So what I do is I store the future movement of the player, like where our destination would be if we didn't collide with anything. And then I check that future destination. And if our future destination doesn't result in us colliding with the block in front of us, if it's non-walkable, then we can move. But if it does collide, then we cancel out. And then I have to do it again, but if I'm in between two blocks like this, we have to check the two blocks right here. Because if we only check this block, right? If we only check this block, then if we were to go down here, we would be able to go past it. But if we only check this block, if we only check the block from this corner, right? If we go above, we're checking this block now. If we check from right here, we're only checking this block, and then that's a free block, which would allow us to glitch through this. So what I have to do is I check basically off this side, and then I check off this side. So right now I'm checking the two blocks right here if I were to try to move forward. And then you compare the two blocks, you just do the collision check for both blocks, and you see which one it is. Which is done right here, where we check the flags, and then check the collision, and then check the flags, and then check the collision, and then if it's all good, we move. And it's the same thing for going left, and then it's the same thing for going downward, but for downward, instead of checking right here and right here, like straight out, we check from right here downward and right here from downward for other blocks. So right now we're only checking the one bottom block, and then here we're checking two bottom blocks right here to see if it works. And then there you go. And then the reason why it's so smooth when you run up against it is because we're checking the future movement, and the future movement is never taken because that would result in us getting glitched inside, so we can always move. So that's how my physics system works. And you can always watch the live stream earlier if you want to see me code it. But yeah, it's up to you. If you understood what but you know. So I don't know if that explanation made sense, but that's basically how it works. I don't know. So, yeah. But right now I need to fix this camera issue. We render. What I want happening is in our world, we render like this. Positive, positive. So to calculate the corner, we need to go positive and positive. There you go. Calculate origin. Positive X. Or player. You know. What's your problem? Oh, and then let's see what happens to our player. Okay. So he gets shifted down, and then let's do the same thing for our blocks. That's gonna be annoying. Alright, let's see what happens if I just include that. Okay, then we go down. Let's see what happens when we do that. Okay. So that gets all shifted right. What the problem is since... Okay, so since our player is not 64 by 64, we need our camera to be 64 by 64, right? So our camera is going to be so our camera, the problem is they're not adjusting correctly because they're not the same size, you know? That's the whole problem here. So if I make the camera one of these cells, and we just render off that, and then the camera will just be following like this origin point or something, then we should be okay. So let's not do that anymore. I need to get this, I'm gonna get this done before stream's over. So instead of doing this calculation every second, we're going to revert back. fine. Now, what we need to happen is we're just gonna make our camera. We're rendering off the corner right now, which is what we want, right? Yes. Zero, zero. Good. Okay. See, just factor. Okay. So now what I want is our camera to be at our pause. Okay, so our camera is going to equal okay, so I want this like render in the center of a circle here, because I remember it used to do that, did it not? I can't even get it centered. Dude. This camera stuff shouldn't be that hard. All we have to do is let's just see if I can get the X camera working. How about that? Let's just simplify it. Let's simplify it very easily. I think that would be better if we're focused on one dimension. That's not where we want to go. And for right now, let's just make that just our X. Nothing more, nothing less, you know? Let's just comment this out and just make this X. Okay. Collision camera, I need it. This should have been done so long ago. Okay. Nice. Technically what we need, but not quite. Let's make the camera offset 0 and see what happens. And then as we move, don't focus on this. We're just gonna do that. Camera offset plus equal pause.x. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe because I'm not adding it. Maybe. Wait, no, that's terrible. That's a terrible idea. That's not gonna work. I just realized why. Yeah, no, that does not work. That needs to be equal. Okay. So as we move, no. I wonder why it jolts like that. That's interesting. I don't know why it jolts like that, dude, honestly. And let's stop rendering this here. We gotta render this at 0, 0. Okay, so the player's at 0, 0 right now. But if we move, yeah, you see how everything's screwed up? So we need everything to be shifted from where the player would be standing. So we need to, first of all, minus x, correct. Now let's stop with this adjust factor and just do that and see what happens. So I need it to render at 0. I need the player to be at 0, 0 at all times. Okay. And we get that. Dude. It's not even close to right. Oh, well, maybe because I moved my Y. That's probably why. No, it's not. It's just not even right. So, dude, if I just made the player 64, this would all be fine, but I really don't want to do that because my collision system isn't as good. See, I don't know why it's doing that though. This is really frustrating me, dude. I just need to rethink. Alright, that's it. I just need to open up Paint and just brainstorm. It shouldn't be that hard. And I've spent a long time on this. Like an hour. Let's just focus on this 4x4 again. And let's just render everything at 0, 0. You know what? That wasn't a good idea that I did that. Just keep this saved. Alright, so when we render everything at 0, 0, nothing happens, right? But then, do I still have calculate point right now? Now, stop, bro. I'm kind of losing my patience. Okay. What are you yelling at me about? Okay, thank you. Now stop yelling at me. You're annoying me. Okay. That's what we want, right? But we want just this to be negative, though. Because that's how we, render it, you know? Okay. Now that's what we want. And now, we need to adjust the player to that. something odd's happening here. Oh wait, because this is 64, 64, that's why. It's not meant to be that. Okay. Okay. So now, our corner should be at 64, 64. Yes. So you see how our corner is at 64, 64? That's what we want. Now what we want is we just need everything shifted. So this needs to be our center now. So how far are we from the center? Well, we are basically our origin point, negative everything, and just do the opposite of our origin point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out the solution. I swear this time. I said that 30 times. Okay, this pop up, right? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Ugh, Jesus. This is 0, 0 right here. And then we're rendering off corners, right? So we're rendering off corners, so this is 64, and then so on, right? This is also 64, 64, right? Like how it should be. Now, all we need to do is to figure out how our camera should be placed, is take this origin point from right here, which is our change in X, and then take it from all the way up here, which is our change in Y, and then minus everything, all these blocks is by this. So our block, okay, so pause, which is equal to P. We're gonna say P, whatever. P dot X minus our change in X, and then P dot Y minus our change in X, our change in Y will give us our correct position, because then it will shift everything, you know? It will shift everything to the left and to the right, and then there you go. And then as we walk, we just would do that. So our cam pause called CP. Oh, that sounds bad. Cam. So cam dot X is just equal to our change in X, which is just our origin dot X. There we go. Right? So if right now I were to, what's our origin for? I just want to know the origin for our thingy. Where am I? Watch this. Watch this. I swear I got this now. I figured it out. I think I just been programming for too long, so I'm not thinking straight. Alright, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. That's our change in X, okay? So, if I were to go to here and minus it by 80, 80, and then here, I think I would have to plus it by 80, 80, because I want to do the opposite. That might be wrong. This might be wrong. And then take our player and render him as 0, 0. There you go, right? So now so you see how in this screenshot, this is the exact same thing, right? So let me adjust it perfectly. I don't know if I'm gonna, wait here. So this is the exact same thing. Exact same thing, okay? And as you can see, instead of everything being in this corner, it's now, you know, based off our player. Our player is the center now, you know? If I like hover it over, our player is now the center. You can just tell, right? So now when we move in the game, which we can't move right now, we just need to take the camera. The camera is our origin, basically, is what I'm saying. So every time we move, where is it? And we're gonna do the x-axis for now. Every time we move, our camera offset is equal to calculate origin from our position and our size dot x. Then do that for this. Then instead of saying that, and then first of all, go back up to our init function, which is where it's here. It's equal to calculate origin of player position of size dot x. And now go to our block, and instead of saying that, we say minus camera, or global camera x offset. Now go into the game, and we should have the same result, hopefully. Please, 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 don't call me. Yes. Oh my god. See, bro. See? I'm a genius. And then you do the same thing here. Oh, let me just put that. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Global camera Y offset. And then go into player. Do the exact same size. Here, for our player, there you go. And then for our Y, we just say and then every time we go in, and then every time we move, we need to recalculate our origin. So let me go back up to here and then say calculate, or, oh well, I can't really do that. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just store it there, whatever. Who cares? But here, and then just take this, paste that here, paste that here, and then say Y, and say Y, and then go over here. Say Y, say Y, and then now, if we were to run it, the camera should be working. There you go. And now, let's make our map bigger, and I can show off the camera. So let's do like 15 by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. And then, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I only need 13. And then put our player right here. And then, if you watch, it works. you can see we can hide everything. So let's actually make like a map. So let's make this 20 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And then, you know, this needs to go probably, let's just do this to 15. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then let's put our player here. Let's see how big the map is right now. It's a pretty good map. I like it. And then let's just create like a little map, dude. And then maybe that these are like rooms or something. Oops. Yeah, those are like rooms, and then here's like the living area or something. Oops. And then maybe here's like, I don't know, something. And then you can go over to here, and then maybe there's like some other thing here that you can check out. And then like maybe like a wall to separate these two areas. And it's probably like that big. Alright, and there you go. And now if we open this map, there you go. So we can go over here, be in this room, go over to here, be in here. Oh, okay, and then run over here. Like, oh crap, we gotta go over here. Here, be in this area, go back, and then the camera's done. Sick. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. It's over. The camera is done. Ah, Jesus. Alright, A-star will be 4 tomorrow. I can't. Yeah, I know. Dude, tell me about it, bro. Dude, no. You saw me struggle. Once you joined, I started making that camera. Dude, that took me way too long. I wasn't thinking straight, but we got it working in the end. And there you go. It's just I just had to do this math, you know? I just had to do that little math. I wasn't thinking right, so I'm actually gonna save that because, you know, that's iconic. So yeah, and then that's how, and also I can show you, I just showed you how good, easy it is to build the map, and then eventually I'll add more blocks. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna go in and clean this place up real quick, and then yeah, so clean up. So right now we're gonna get some cleanup done. Yeah, and I'm really surprised how well this works. Let me look at the CPU usage. This thing won't take forever. It only takes up, this entire game only takes up 130 megabytes right now, and this is in debug mode, and it's only using like 5% CPU or less. You can check. It's on whatever. I bet this. Like, this game is running good. Like, just wait. Alright, so let's clean this place up. Let's clean this place up after this disaster today. Just gonna start from a clean slate. Okay. So we can go into main. This is all good. This is good. We can close that. We can close this. We don't need that anymore. Oh wait, this needs to go. This we don't need, but I'm just gonna keep that here anyways, just in case we do ever need it. Map load. Don't need to do that anymore. This delta time stuff. Okay, this all looks good. Then we can hop into our map, which is in here. This looks all good. This is good. Flag, and I don't know if I told you, but the flag system I made, I'm so happy it worked out. cause I was scared I wasted all my time last night. Not and that wouldn't work. All right, here. Let's look at this place. We don't need this anymore. The adjust factor we don't need, so I'm gonna comment it out. But just in case I ever need it again for some reason. Block create we don't need, but I'll just comment that out just in case. And then there you go. So that's all good. Collision's good. And player, let's go into player. This is gonna, alright, so move speed, texture, origin. This is all good. I'm not using this anymore, so I can remove that. Which is causing me an issue where, here, this can go by. And, yep. This is good, all that stuff's good. This is nice. You know, I might want to move this into the collision check because this is running an unnecessary amount of times. Because what's happening is even when we do move, if we don't move, it's still going to run the check anyways. We don't want that to happen, so just do it here. Because that'd be unnecessary calls that we don't need. That can go there, and then close that off. Then move this into here. Go, and then so now that's there, and we don't have to call it this anymore. Oops. And then we can also move this back, and then move this back. This back. So that's cleaned up. What do we need to do here? Nothing really. That's all good. And then nothing else needs to be done with. Rendering we haven't touched. Now let's run it to see, make sure I didn't screw anything up. Alright, so that's all cleaned up. Whoa. Wait, I wonder what happens if I can do that. Can I do that? Oh wow, you can do that. It's okay, whatever. I'll fix that with like a check. Stop being able to phase through walls when not focused on window. Alright, so I'm gotta tell you, that's gonna be it for the stream. I know you joined kind of late, so it's kind of sucky, but I've been streaming for almost 4 hours now and non-stop coding for basically 4 hours or 3.5 hours. and I need to get off. But thanks for coming though, and thank you for everyone else who came. Thank you for everyone else who came and watched the live stream today. Was pretty successful, I would say, for the entire program. We got collision working beautifully, and then we got the camera working beautifully too. So 2 major things. And then tomorrow, when I stream, or whenever I stream again, which should be tomorrow, I'm streaming every day I can. Every time I'm free, I'm not doing something, I'm streaming. I'm not kidding about grinding. So I will probably be streaming tomorrow around 7 o'clock. And we'll work on A-star pathfinding for the AI, which will probably take a couple days, because I'm not probably going to be able to get it first try. But, yeah. So, thank you for coming, everyone who showed up, and I'm sorry to end it right now, but I do need to rest, so have a great rest of your night. So, thank you, and I'll be here probably tomorrow or whenever, probably daily. So, good night, everyone.